Hello everyone, George Packard, Family Lawn and Landscape, and today I have a very, very interesting topic to discuss with you about how I just dodged the bullet. I'm going to tell you a little story real quick here. Those of you know, I've been a smoker for most of my life, and I quit smoking, I guess it would be about 15 months ago, but I'm going to tell you a story that happened to me a week ago, okay? So I work out 5 days a week in the gym, and first thing I do is I get in there and I get on the treadmill and I go 2 miles every day just to get my heart going. As soon as I get that going, then I head to the weights and I lift weights for like an hour, hour and a half, just depending, on what we're doing. So anyway, so we go to this gym, and I just had gotten my dad and my brother involved in the gym too, to help keep them guys in shape and whatnot. And everything's going good. And I get on the treadmill, and all of a sudden I can only do a half a mile. And I started to get this pain, and this pain was literally just a 3-inch pain. It just, from here to here, that was it. That's all it was. It wasn't down my arm or anything like that. So, and it just kind of hurt, and I thought to myself that I injured it a couple months ago in the gym lifting some heavy weights, and I thought that maybe that's what caused it. So I was kind of babying it, and I thought, well, I'll just go hit the weights. So I went into my routine with the weights. Did all the weights, came home that night, went to bed, got up at 4 o'clock in the morning with severe pain up here. And again, it's only that little 3-inch or 4-inch spot. That was it. So I put a heat pack on it, took some ibuprofen, walked around the house for a while, went back to sleep, get up in the morning, headed back to the gym right away in the morning. Same thing happened. Instead of me getting 2 miles on the treadmill, I got all I could do to get a half a mile in. Watching the little counter, and I tried holding my arms straight. Most of the time your arms are going. Tried holding them straight, tried putting them up. It didn't make any difference. I was getting pain. So I'm like, okay, I really must have torqued this thing, with lifting weights. So I ignored it. Went back home that night again. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, almost like you could set your watch to it. Woke up again, same thing, pain right here. This time I took some ice packs and I put them on there, and I thought, okay, that'll help that go away. So the next day I had to take my dad to his heart doctor appointment. Okay, so I take Dad in there, and I asked just for the heck of it, I asked the heart doctor what he thought of everything like I just told you. And the guy looked at me and said, George, he said, I think you have a major blockage in your heart. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Come on, I'm healthy as a horse. I quit smoking over a year ago. I work out 5 days a week. And he's like, I'm telling you, he had asked me, he said, what happened when you got off the treadmill? So when I got off the treadmill, the pain went away within 60 seconds. And he said, between that and me waking up at night was a huge, eye-opening, what do you want to say, sign, I guess, that your heart is in distress. And so anyway, before I knew it, that next day, he had me on the emergency room table. He went in there. I don't know if you guys can see this, starting to fade out. This is all black and blue up and through here. He ran a catheter through here. Catheter runs in, goes into your body and through all these things. And what he found goes through all your veins that you have in here. If you guys can see this, this is what happened to me. So what they call the widowmaker, okay? Because apparently this is what most people die from. When this gets blocked, because it controls 2/3 of your heart, and I had an 80% blockage in there. So for him to come up with that, and I guess I was just shocked. I couldn't believe that I was actually, how can I, working out 5 days a week, how can that happen? Well, I've got a history of heart disease in my family, both on my father's side and my mother's side. So and the conditions are right for me to get something like this. So I wanted to bring this up to you guys just to inform you guys of what happened to me and tell you to be careful out there. It doesn't always have to be that big sign. My brother's had heart attacks where the pain got in his arm and it ran all the way down his arm and it was numb. And mine was nothing like that. It was just a little patch right here that just hurt right here. That's it. It's just like you pulled a muscle. So, but the biggest thing was running out of breath, that shortness of breath when I was exerting my heart. I asked him, I said, well, how come when I'm lifting weights, that doesn't happen? He said, because you're not exerting your heart. Your heart is a big muscle. So it's just like the muscles in your arms, you know, and that thing has to get worked from time to time, which is what they call cardio. So you get on the treadmill or whatever and you go. You're working that chest muscle. You're working that heart, you know, and that's the thing that was wrong with me. My heart couldn't get the blood. I was trying to pump the blood to it. It couldn't get to it, and that's where the pain came from. So shortness of breath, the increased pain, this would increase as I worked harder. And again, the waking up at night. So that's that. I want to tell you guys about that because I don't want anybody else to have to go through something like this. I thought I was healthy as a horse, and 80% blockage in there. At the Widowmaker, that's the one. I mean, I could have died, and, you know, I'm just so thankful that they found that. So consider that a warning for the rest of you guys out there. If you have any symptom like that, especially the shortness of breath or waking up at night in that pain, you need to get in and get checked out. Now, just to do an update, to tell you guys where I'm at with things, like I said, 15 months ago, I quit smoking, and I'll tell you what, I'm so glad that I got this. Right now I'm down to 0 nicotine, and this is my last step, and I'm so excited about the fact that I went to these e-cigarettes and got rid of the actual cigarettes because they were just so bad for you. So anyway, one last thing I want to tell you guys about is there's a video that I watched last night about e-cigarettes, and it's very interesting. So it was a heart surgeon, and it's on YouTube, and the video was Heart Surgeon Details the Benefits of E-Cigarettes, joined by Biju from vapemoshi.com. So it's BEJU from vapemoshi, so it's VAPEMOSHI.com. Take a look at that video. That was eye-opening for me to see something like that. So you guys can use them to get off cigarettes. I highly recommend it. Thanks, guys. See you later.